Hey ladies, welcome to the Single Moms United podcast. If this is your first time listening, welcome. If you're a repeat listener, thank you for your loyalty. So today I'm going to continue down the path of exact but different, meaning there are word choices out there that have the same number of letters. Depending on your choice, they're different. For example, fresh and stale. They both have 5 letters, but yet they're the exact opposite. So I know I hear you saying, like, why didn't you title this exact but opposite? I'm 3 episodes in and decided, like, wow, that probably would have been a better title. However, the outcome or the purpose is the same, which is all about choices. So you can pick the right choice or at least give you that opportunity to think about what you prefer to choose. And if you think about it, one option is positive and one option is negative. They're the exact opposite of each other, these word choices, but they have the same number of letters, hate and love. Both have 4 letters. Which are you choosing? And so as we go into 2023, that's what this is all about at the end of the day. You have an opportunity to choose positive over negative. And if you found in 2022 there was a lot of negativity that was happening in your life, it could be because you were choosing the opposite of where you want to go in life. So I'm going to continue with providing word choices today to help facilitate and hopefully plant a seed in you to think about some things as we continue, as we enter into 2023. Again, to be successful in your parenting skills. You define success and you can do this, but you have to consider all aspects of what's facing you as a parent, because it's no longer just you. It's no longer just me. It's we. It's our, because you have children involved now. So let's talk about the first word choices, initiate versus hesitate. Both of these words have 8 letters. One is more positive, or one is more negative. So when we talk about initiate, what are you doing to take your parenting skills to another level? Think about that for a minute. Are you going to continue as you were in 2022? If you are on public assistance or getting any type of assistance from outside, are you going to continue that in 2023? Are you going to initiate, well, let me look into how I can learn a skill? And guess what? It's really easy. And you don't have to invest a lot of money to learn a new skill. YouTube is a fabulous place to learn something new, but you just have to have the desire to do it. And a lot of times we sabotage ourselves. And I say our because I did it. I can't do this. I don't know, I'm scared. I'm afraid. Whereas it's all about, hey, let's try it. And a long time ago, someone told me, matter of fact, it was my kid's father, believe it or not, nothing beats a failure but a try. And I still remember that. And I, like now, incorporate that in my life when I discourage myself or I sabotage myself. You never know what you can do if you don't try. Are you going to take the initiative to do better? Step up your game, if you will. Maybe learn a new word. And if you have artificial intelligence or even, your smartphone, you can set it up to say, give me a new word each day to incorporate in your vocabulary. We don't have to stay in the situation we are in. You have to want this, ladies. You have to want it. If you don't want it, it's not going to go anywhere. Remember, a parked car doesn't move. And if you're like, what? No kidding. I invite you to go back and listen to the episode called Road Trip. And it'll explain more there. It's okay to hesitate, but you can't make that long term. Take a minute, assess the situation, what you want to do, and move on. And then if it's not the path you want to go down, that's okay. That's okay. Then you go out and try to figure out another one, right? What you like to do. I do know younger moms, you all are always out there seeking new things to do and on social media. And there are just a lot of opportunities, but it's up to you to grab it. It's up to you to initiate. It's not always going to be dropped into your lap. Matter of fact, it's probably never going to be dropped into your lap. So you have to take ownership of that. I remember when I first started working at the company that I'm with now. I started at an entry-level position, working 4 hours a day. Along life's journey, I was able to move up through the ranks in the business. I took the initiative. 30-something years later, I could still be in that same role that I started out with if I hadn't taken the initiative. Because nobody was going to come and grab me under my arm and say, hey, go do this, or stand over me and say, do this, do that. Nobody's going to do that. I had to take the initiative. I encourage you, single mom, take the initiative to learn something new, because long term, you have to pass this along to your child or your children. And remember, they're watching. Another set of words, hard and soft. Both of those words have 4 letters. And what I mean by hard and soft, and I'm not talking about an egg that is extremely expensive right now. However, I'm talking about your language, your approach. How are you entering a room? How are you entering a room in public? How are you entering a situation? Are you coming in hard? Or are you coming in soft? Your approach as soft with word choices, with your tone, because it's everything. Because if you come into the room loud with some harsh words, that's coming in as hard. And it doesn't have to be like that. And it's just as easy to come in soft. Make sure your tone is, as the teachers used to say it, your inside voice. And even when disciplining your children, it doesn't always have to be loud. You can still get the same results at an even tone. Positive word choices, or word choices that's going to make the difference to get the desired results. So you don't always have to come in, for lack of a better term, as a bear. The other word choices is force and relax. You shouldn't have to force anything. Anything that's meant for you is for you. So you don't have to force it, like a relationship. If he cares about you, you don't have to call him 25 times or texting or whatever communication that's being used. And, one thing that has bothered me is, women being able to track them using their phone device, or there's apps out there. And I'm like, what? If you have to do all of that, the relationship isn't worth it. It's just not, because it's so unproductive. You just follow your gut. If he's doing something, your gut's going to tell you, and then you leave it there. You don't have to go berserko and putting apps on the phone and all of this stuff and calling 20 times a day. If he cares for you, he's going to be in constant contact with you. He's going to call you. He's going to let you know where he is, what time he's going to be back, if he's into you. And if he's not doing that voluntarily, ladies, don't force it. Relax. Okay, he's not the one for me. Then, you need to have someone in your life, then, hey, go out and try to find another fella. And that's it. And just relax and let things go. But forcing someone to commit to you, that's just unproductive. And especially when you have children. Oh my God. All of that effort that you're putting towards to someone that just says, you know what, I'm going to do my thing. Okay, well, go do your thing, boo-boo. Now you can spend that time with your child or your children, which brings me to last week's challenge. I hope you all were able to take me up on task to say, I'm going to put my phone down for 1 hour. I'm going to put it in another room for 1 hour and spend time with my child or my children. And if you have multiple kids, then it's an hour per kid, not an hour in totality. Unless you want to do something additional or separate outside of that with your kids, then that's fine, like play a game or something. But you definitely should at least have 1 full hour, no phone, no social media, and just spend that time with your child. Because guess what? You're going to learn a lot. All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining today. I hope you found a value add in this episode. I also have a website, Single Moms United Podcast.com. You can leave me some messages out there if you want. I would love to hear from you. I also have a YouTube page as well, Single Moms United. Ladies, would love to hear from you. I would love to know that you are finding some value in these episodes and anything else I can do different. Because remember, it's not how you arrived at the title or the single mom title, is what you do with it. Have a fantastic day, ladies. Love on your children, hug them. And again, the challenge continues. Put the phone down for 1 hour a day and spend time with your child or your children. Take care.